The receiver's telling the quarterback what they see. To the air, it's Newton. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On 1st and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And they swarm him under.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. Starts to scramble to the left. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. He just makes it look so easy. Impressive run.
So impressive. Time and time again, he can buy time, make you look silly, and the defense is just kind of like, wait a minute, you got him? I got him? No, he's got him.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Looking to throw, it's Jordan. The sweet feet buy a little time. He'll let one go down the right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Dances away from the heat. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last. He'll take a deep shot here. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the
The Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a first down play. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking for a man. It's Newton. Looking to scramble. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23?
Red 29. Red 29.
From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. Pocket starts to collapse, getting some heat, trying to escape and get it himself. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Now improvising. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Quarterback checking off. To throw, it's Newton. Fires to the tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. With the catch, it's Golden. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
9th play of the opening drive coming up, but now they face a 3rd down. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
All right. Let's go. Break. Single, single. Ready?
The give to the tailback. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15.
Ready?
solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Newton. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man quickly. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado! Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down.
Let's go.
Offense set on first down.
Snare. Back in.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Trying to get to him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air, it's Newton. Feeling some heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to buy time. He wants it all. And he's got it. Touchdown, Buffs. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And the The pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Let's go.
That
Break.
defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
Back to pass, it's Jordan. He's going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. It's good, and that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. And the Buffaloes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defensive did a good job of that. Defense stayed home, made the play.
He's going for it all. A full dive to haul that one in.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
Set.
Motion from the offense. Looking to pass. It's Jordan. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The wide receiver shows motion. On second down, wants to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Look, I think you got to go somewhere else with that football. I mean, he just threw it right in to a bracketed receiver.
Yeah, I mean, double coverage, that's not the play you want to make. You want to find other avenues to make plays. Don't go for the guy with two on him. It seems pretty simple, but, man, a lot of times you have that go-to guy. That's the guy you want to force feed.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And they almost came up with that pick in the end zone. What a stop that would have been. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Red 54! Red 54!
On the ground, it's Genty. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out! At the 20. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he got loose, it was all over.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They're just about ready to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And after the incompletion on 1st down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. Still looking. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. He uncorks one deep. Ball in the air, intercepted! Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body?